Alright. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing today? I am very tired. I'm really tired. And extremely sore. Warrior, Chris, Martin, Stephanie, Travis. Oh god. Tajinder, Daniel, Missy, Bianca, Tony, Stephanie again, Dale, Stephanie a third time, Vivor, and Paul. Most importantly, Paul. Andy, my friend, how are you? Everybody say hi to Andy. He's one of our wonderful moderators on YouTube, as is Dale. Yan, how are you? Mr. Untitled, what's happening? How am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I am extremely tired. Extremely tired. Ralph, how are you, my friend? Oh, no. I want to go back to this one. I skipped one for Stephanie. It's probably my favorite song. Hey, guys, I made this music. I'm so excited. It's done. It's done. If you guys want free lo-fi to plug into your videos and not get copyright strikes, feel free to search Rory versus the World on Spotify. And there's like 100+ songs. So, it's been a while since I've done one of these. I don't sound tired. I promise I'm putting on a face for you guys. Today I did a kickboxing class at like 9 in the morning, and then my trainer just left probably about 45 minutes ago for lifting. I double booked myself. I don't know why I did it. I'm sorely regretting it. Sorely? Severely. And sorely. I'll accept sorely too. And so now I'm just trying to catch up, and I'm eating a lot of carbs today. I need it. My muscles are screaming. So guys, it's been a while since I've done a live stream, and as you guys know, I always like to log on from time to time, live. We can chat, we can hang out, we can answer some questions, and yeah. So Vivor says, got something that will make you laugh. It's the origin of the name Vivor. For when we are young, we are also dumb, and there I was thinking it's Vivor Vendetta. Oh, like V4 Vendetta. I get it. That's funny. That's a good movie. I want to approach a girl I see at my climbing gym all the time. Any advice as to whether I should ask her for my number? Ask her for her number? Or give her mine? Okay, so I'm glad you said that. I'm one of those... The older I get, the more I realize how... This isn't a humble brag. I really don't mean it this way. I just think and act in the world very differently than most other people. So please take this advice with a grain of salt. Apparently most people don't do this. In situations like that, I go straight for it. You know, I'm... See, now we're going to hear this one again. Nope, we'll go to this one. I like to go straight for it, right? I don't beat around the bush. I say, hey, here's where I'm at. You there too? Am I saying to do that? No, I think you want to like schmooze with the person, get to know them, have a couple conversations with them, and then from there, you can form a level of comfort while still maintaining some of that tension, if that makes sense. You don't want to be so comfortable that she looks at you like a cute puppy dog, right? You don't want that. However, you do want them to know that you're not an axe murderer who's just going to like go on a date and harvest her organs. So in the interest of that, strike up a couple conversations. Hey, how are you? Learn her name, things like that. And then one day, hey, you know, I see you here a lot. I'm really interested in you. I'd love to take you on a date. What do you think? That's it. Don't overthink it too much. Remember, we're all human beings. We're all wondering what the hell's going on. We're all hurling on this ball of water towards another ball of fire. It's like, none of this makes any sense. So just ask her out. That's just the worst she's going to say is no. And then on to the next one. That's really what it comes down to. Indelible says, I'm finally feeling myself today. I had my eggs as I used to before the breakup. Feeling good. Day 34, no contact. I never thought I'd get here. Congratulations. I'm proud of you, especially the eggs. Please increase the volume. I am showing as peaking on my end. Guys, let me know if the volume's quiet or too loud. It's always hard to tell, because on my end, it always shows that I'm peaking way over. Volume's fine for me. Okay. So, Rad, do me a favor, just turn the volume up on your end. Maria Wilson says, can you explain how no contact works for someone that's slow faded near the end of a short relationship? It works exactly the same. Remember, no contact is for you. No contact is not to win the other person back. Right? No contact has to be for you. Because we cannot... You want to be very careful about manipulating somebody. Right? And no contact, if used for the wrong purposes, can be manipulative. So think of it like that. No contact is for me. It's for me to back away from that situation, realizing that if I'm in that situation, I'm not going to act attractive. I'm going to act from a point of anxiety because I want something to happen, right? I'm trying to force something to happen. I'm trying to change my behavior to get a change in their behavior. That's manipulative. We don't want to do manipulative. We want to say, hey, this situation's not good for me, so I'm going to leave it. And if they wish to play by rules that I have set, which we call boundaries, cool. Then we're good to go. So, yeah, get yourself out of the situation if it's not making you feel good. Does it work? Like, will it make them miss you? Yeah, if you're not around, it's a hell of a lot easier to miss you, right? Is that why we do it? It's not why we're supposed to do it. Will it make them miss you? Yes, but we can't control that. We control if we're using it punitively, right? So, oh, this girl was a bitch to me today. I'm going to leave her on red for 20 hours. It's like, F you, dude. Like, just fuck you. Because that's, doing shit like that, here's the problem. Doing shit like that works. Right? And for some people, that's all they care about is results. But then the whole game, and I hate using it as the word game, but so many people play it as though it's a game. If I do that, and it works, everybody picks up on that and begins to do it. Now the game changes in a much more negative light. And then YouTube channels pop up telling you how to best play the game. It's like, screw that. If I like somebody, I'm going to tell you I like you. Why should anxiety be the thing that makes you fall in love with me? If that's how it works, I don't want you. I'd literally rather be alone. Right? With my dog. And we'll go on hikes and shit. And play video games and drink coffee. Like, that sounds great. Problem is that a lot of people don't like themselves, so they don't want to be alone with themselves, so they'll play the game. So the question is, do you like yourself? And then pops up the love chat saying, hey, well, I'll just work on you for a while. Hey, instead of engaging in this, the latest dose of heroin-based anxiety, why don't we just, fix the things about ourselves we don't like so that love becomes much more like, I'm going to do my thing, and if something happens, cool. And if nothing happens, it's okay too. It's a much healthier way to live. Much more peaceful way to live. All right, so Prince, Rory, I caught you finally. I have a question. Just type it out, dude. Yan says, been 1 year since no contact, and I've been doing really well, but I will have the occasional emotional relapse. Any tips on getting through that? Meditation helps me a lot with that. Just sitting down and reinforcing, hey, we're still human, right? We can do all this amazing self-work and meditation and yoga and fitness, etc., and still miss the person from time to time, because that's the most human shit I've ever heard in my life. So I'd say just leave yourself alone, right? Hey, I miss them. That's okay. It's okay. I'm allowed to miss somebody who is very important to me. Just don't beat yourself up about it, and you'll be surprised how much quicker it will go away. Lynn says, oh my god, hi. Hey. Just here because I love hearing your voice and to let everyone know that it does get easier. Do the work and be your own authentic self. What's meant for you will be yours, and it's probably not your ex. Amen, sister. Misty says, hello, new subby here. Wildfire. Welcome, Misty, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. How are you? Wildfire says, am I banned or something? My comments aren't showing on the video, only in the comments section side. Yeah, people say that, and I don't know why they say it. I can see your comments just fine, but there's also, a lot of other people here. So I might not see them every time. No, my friend, you are not banned. V says, I'm actually back in contact with my ex after a year. We're starting off slow, but things seem promising. Good on you. Remember, just have a life, right? Don't make them the most important thing you have going on. Right? Life is beautiful, isn't it? Dig Deep Sessions. Rory, you helped me big time during my breakup a year ago, and now coming back here for dating advice. Any good tips for the first dates? Been going out on a few, but sometimes I act needy for some reason. That's a normal thing that men do. Yeah, so neediness comes from one really important thing that men need to realize, and perhaps realize just fine, but don't want to fully admit to themselves. So men's and women's, but I'm speaking as a man, I can speak better because I am a man. So to this experience, I say that men's self-esteem tends to be really, really shitty these days. So when someone comes along, we're challenged by these self-limiting beliefs like, oh, she actually said yes to a date. Geez, I never get this far. What do I do? Now in that goofy little example I gave, is a self-limiting belief. The self-limiting belief is, I'm unlovable. I don't deserve this, right? Think of it that way. So it's about addressing the self-limiting belief. Why do you believe yourself to be unlovable? Right? And then just begin to challenge it. If I'm unlovable, then how am I winning these people? Then how are they interested in me? I must be wrong. Think of it like that. So men act needy because we believe deep down, whether we're right or wrong, we believe, and so we're acting based on a belief that we're not good enough, that this might be the next drop of water we're going to get for the next 10 years. Can't screw this one up. So of course you're going to act needy, right? Except she doesn't like you because of needy. She likes you because of how you were when she met you. She likes you pre you liking her. It's the most fucked up thing in the world. Oh man, we got so messed. Human beings, we're a. I heard it on a cartoon once. We're a group of psychotic apes, aren't we? We are just crazy. What times will you be hosting live chats every week? I try to make them on Wednesdays, but life is getting busy. So I would usually weekly on Wednesdays, usually around noon is a good bet. Usually. Do I keep that every week? No, but I try to. Bianca darling, says, what about your boyfriend who says he doesn't want to live with you, even if it would be the only way to kill the long distance, and you already saw in real life sometimes, but right now with COVID is more difficult. So, look, is it a boundary? I would ask yourself that. Is it a boundary, or is there something you can compromise on? You're expressing a need, and your partner's expressing a need. So you guys can either compromise on these needs, or you can break up. Or a third option. Wait, express a need, break up. A fourth option? I'm just going to say a third. I'm not all here today. Is rather than compromising, see if you can set a time frame. Say, okay, hey, look, COVID's here, fine. That's a pretty good explanation as to why this isn't working out right now. Let's form a 6-month plan, a 10-month plan, a 1-year plan. There you go. Just think of it like that. Sit down with them and say, I'm not joking around anymore. This is a need. B says, I bought your book and I loved it. Will you make one about those of us in relationships? Yes, I'm already working on that. I love you, but I love Data even more. It's a good choice. Data's a good boy. He's a good boy. Reham, how are you? Alex, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Ahmed says, does no contact stages last longer if I pursued her for a month and a half after she pulled away? How long would it last now? So that's mind reading, right? And I don't like to do that because I have no actual science for you. What I would say is the better idea, the better way to think about this is remember that no contact should be thought of from a point of the self, right? I'm doing this for me, not for them. This is for me, not for them. And then you will, I'm not going to say your anxiety is going to disappear, but it will get easier. Where was I at? Your book is not available in my country. What to do? What country are you in? It should be available everywhere. Amazon takes care of that part. I don't really get a say in that part. The mods ignored my messages. Sad. Hey, dude. The mods are here, managing currently over 100 people. So do me a favor. As you are one of 110 people currently, we're not always going to get to every single message. So the best way is not to complain about it, simply to repost it. And I appreciate your patience, as there are, like I said, over 100 people here already. Love my mods. Yeah, plus I don't see a message anyway, man. We're just people. We're all doing this for free. Leave me alone. Has anyone ever recognized your voice outside of TLC? It's happened one time. It's happened exactly one time. It was a it was a very unusual experience for me. Very, very unusual experience. There was somebody's question I wanted to get to. Where was it? Gabriel. My ex is seeing in me working on myself and improving, a validation for her breakup decision. She's saying I did the right decision, he's doing better. Is working on myself working against me? Gabriel, I say this lovingly. Reread your question 100 times until you have an answer. And I know this is coming from an emotional place, and I'm not making fun of you. So I say this quite seriously. Reread your question at least 100 times until an answer pops out. Is working on myself working against me? Next question. What does it mean when an ex watches your story 9 months after every day? It means they're curious about you. I would try not to mind read into that, right? That can be harmful. It could mean they miss you. It could be that they're thinking about you. It could mean they're just curious about what you're up to. Charbel, what's going on, Habibi? Rory versus the World, the best on Spotify. My man. Good taste. For those who missed it earlier, I produced a couple albums for Lo-Fi, which is what we're currently listening to, and it is on Spotify. Did she ever love me if she said in December, as she did in December, but we were long-distance relationship and she slowly started gaming more with new online friends instead of me because I became jealous? Was I just used for a year? No. This is your self-esteem attacking you right now. Yes, she loved you. She was with you for a year. Yes, she cared about you deeply. But it sounds like, and I'm doing a lot of assumption here, which I shouldn't do. I can only go off of what you tell me in this little bit. I'm assuming that you're jealousy because she wasn't spending time with you, so that triggered you and made you feel like you were being abandoned or that you weren't good enough, and so then you came at her, oh, blah, 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 you know, pay more attention to me, and that in turn pushed her away. Then you got broken up with. You kind of see what I mean? Your self-esteem is attacking you, so address the self-esteem first. You also taught me about my ex's attachment style. Thank you, because I'm working on that. Good for you. Grizzy was shaken. Good to have you here. Karen, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can jealousy ever generate good things? I'm asking seriously. Okay. Look, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys are out, let's say for a night on the town, you go to a pub, somebody hits on you in front of your partner, is it good to let them know that others find you desirable? Yes. Is it good to intentionally make them jealous? No. That is toxic. Means, again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like I'm intentionally making them feel uncomfortable so they'll pay me more attention. Like, that's some cold-blooded shit. We don't like to do that. Harry Ham, how are you? Tim, what's up, man? Why would they contact you every day but not set a date? Because you're letting them. And I know how hard it is, because that's the last thing you want to do is to like push them away, turn them away. You can't let them do that. They're contacting you every day because they can. So say, hey, look, I'm only interested in dating. And if you're not interested in calling up and setting a date with me, and like asking me out, I'm just going to stop answering the phone. That's it. If they don't give you what you need in that situation, you leave the situation. If they continually pursue you, stop answering. Block them. Maria says, if you're comfortable sharing, do your friends and family know you do the love chat? Yeah, of course. Yep. Yeah, I've been doing the love chat full time for, God, it's been years now. I started the love chat in 2017? Yes, 2017. Holy shit, 2017, wow. Guys, we've been doing this full time for years now. Holy fucking moly. Wow. Sorry, I just had a moment. I need a sip of coffee. Rory, you should be on The Quiet Storm. I'm not sure what that is. You should be on The Quiet Storm. I love your voice, so calming. Thank you. I appreciate that. I got a new microphone, so that's helping. Do longer relationships take longer to reach out? I would say there's probably a case that might be true. Yeah, I don't have any specific science to point to, so I want to be careful about saying that. Please accept that as only an opinion. I have no proof of what I just said. It's just an opinion. Yes, it probably would take them longer to reach out if they were to reach out in a longer relationship. Travis, your messages are showing up. It's a radio show called The Quiet Storm. I'll check it out. All right. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Where was the next one? And yeah, Andy's been here since 2018. Andy's the original. What's my opinion on instant coffee? I could get down with some coffee instant type 2. Nice MRE pack. I don't like instant coffee if I have not instant coffee, but if I have just instant coffee, it's gonna get drunk. Drink? Twill enter my body via my mouth. Some seem to appear and some do not. YouTube just being annoying. I guess. I suppose. What do you consider stalking by an ex? Hard to decipher with social media. Stalking, so I use the literal term, like you are going and hunting them down, seeing where they are, who they're hanging out with, what they're doing in person. Social media stalking is the same thing, but online. CCCX, thank you, CCCXX, sorry, I missed an X. I had to show some love, after all you helped me with. You taught me not to focus on an outcome. Focus on yourself and work on yourself and things naturally come to you. And sometimes your ex is crazy. I appreciate the donation. Yeah, look, sometimes the ex is crazy, sometimes we're crazy, sometimes everybody's crazy. Right? Hope you and the dating guy team up again. Dude, I've been dating that MRFer for a long time about it. It's like, after this, go bug him. Guys, go leave him a comment. Say, hang out with Rory. I love DG. He's a homie. For those of you who don't follow Dating Guy, you absolutely should. He is a wonderful content creator. He genuinely gives a shit. I like to think me and DG and you know, a select few others are the ones who are like, yeah, we make money. Yeah, this is my time that I'm pouring into this. And so, yes, I'm getting paid for my time. But, like, I like to think that, you know, we really, really, really give a shit about you guys and, like, what happens. And why? It's because we've been there. Like, it sucks. Who likes going through a breakup? That fucking sucks. Rachel asks, how long should you wait until having sex with someone? In your opinion, does having sex within the first couple of dates make you seem easy? Yeah. Pamela. Pamela says, hi, Rory. I would like for you to say my name. Pamela. Pamela Baptiste. Back to Rachel's question. How long should you wait until having sex with someone? In your opinion, does having sex with them first... Look, I think wait until the third or fourth date. That seems reasonable. It depends on the context, right? If you're meeting up with somebody just for a one-night stand, it's like, yeah, it's that night. But if it's somebody I'm assuming you're looking to romantically be involved with, I would absolutely not have sex with them soon. Soon being the first 3 dates, maybe 4 dates. And you can let them know, look, I really like you and I don't want to, you know, let's take things slow. You can let them know, right? Let them know, look, I want to go slow. I am interested in you. And because I am interested in you and because I respect you, I want to take this slow and do this right. That's it. So my personal answer would be 4th date, 5th date, around there. If it happens on the 2nd or 3rd date, is it the worst thing in the world? No, we can't be so rigid about it, but that's just my opinion. Yeah. What advice do you have for me being dumped by my ex who has an anxious attachment and probably felt threatened while I was trying to win some of my space back? Leave him alone, right? Let him know, look, I want to work things out and make this work with you. In the meantime, I'm going to respect your space and leave you alone. That's it. 90% of the time, the dumper is trying to communicate something to the dumpee, and the dumpee is just like, cool, I'm not going to really listen because I'm in a moment of anxiety, and when I'm anxious, I don't like listening. You know what I mean? This song is too evil for... No, we're looking for a funky live stream. There we go. I love this song. William, we do in fact see it, my friend. We do in fact see it. Siamese says, does picking your stuff up ruin the chances of reconciliation later on? No. No, that's just business. Morgan says, Rory, don't say... I love the name Morgan. Don't say my full name, just say Morgan. I've been in no contact for almost 10 months. How do I stop putting my ex on the pedestal? Girl, decide to. Decide to stop. Right? So this is with the assumption that you're doing the personal work, you're exercising regularly, you're in counseling, you are hanging out with friends from time to time, you have other things going on. Next is a decision to stop. Right? Is a decision that this behavior and this line of thinking is harmful to me, and that the growth process is sometimes painful and unusual. It's not supposed to always be comfortable. Discomfort is a sign of growth. Think of it that way. Hassan says, it's been 1.5 years since I'm waiting for her, and she has a misconception which led to our breakup. I have tried everything to tell her, but every time I approach her, I always get blocked. My friend, because she doesn't want to listen, right? Because you're forgetting that a key part of this is receptivity. I cannot tell somebody something they don't want to be told, right? I cannot tell somebody something they do not want to hear. It will never work. So back away, let them come to you, because when they come to you, they are receptive. Think of it along those lines. I meant when you focus and work on yourself, things naturally come to you, including your ex. It's crazy when you don't focus on getting back together with them and put that energy towards you, they come back. Yeah, I've seen that happen a lot. I've seen that a lot. Very true. It's a very good point. iPrince says, my ex reached out twice. I took her for granted, and I told her I am busy. Did I lose her? I mean, if you were... Look, if she knows that you actually want to... Change the song. If she knows that you actually want to work things out, and she's making an effort to work things out, I just want you to think of it this way. Let them know that you want to work things out. If they show you that they're willing to work things out, you invite them on a date. That's it. So the next time she reaches out, you say, I would love to take you out on a date. That's it. Complicate it no further than that. Is there a filter on this chat that prevents some messages getting through? Maybe there's a filter preventing a certain symbol or number. I'm sure there is. Yeah, what people might be referring to is that, a lot of people on dating type channels try and sell a service, So the filters on YouTube will remove some of them. So, for example, we have a lot of people claiming to be like spellcasters and, win your ex back through, calling Dr. Ashwagandha and etc. So we have to tighten up the security. We have to ban certain words. And that may be why some of your messages aren't going through, guys. Try to avoid numbers, because they'll leave WhatsApp numbers for people to call. And I've had 2 or 3 people fall for this stuff and pay thousands of dollars. So I'd rather the filter be a bit too restrictive and prevent people from getting, thousands of their dollars taken away. So try to avoid numbers. Let's see here. Rita says, why do some people date when they're not over their exes? Loneliness. Loneliness. Loneliness, loneliness, loneliness is a powerful beast. And what's the best way to avoid loneliness? Find somebody else. What video games are you playing now? I'm replaying Shogun Total War 2. Total War Shogun 2. That one. Yeah, Andy, they won't even show up as blocked messages. When I do it through YouTube's backend, it just completely removes them. Doesn't even give the option. Alrighty, let's see. Wildfire says, you are right that I probably pushed her away by being overbearing. I made mistakes 8 days post-breakup, 1 month ago. I've had a therapist since then and no contact, but I just want her to reach out to me. I would say that's very normal. It's very normal. Give yourself a break. Like, you're probably young. This is probably one of the first relationships you've had. Give yourself a break. Use this as a learning opportunity. Let me just say this to everybody. I'm going to ignore questions for just a second, guys. Except for this one. This is an important one. Warrior Chris says, any tips on improving social skills with the other gender? Yeah, actually go out and interact with the other gender. That's it. Go interact with women. Go interact with men or transgender or whatever gender you're referring to, right? Go interact with them. That's how you get better. Go face rejection. It is just so ridiculous to believe that we're never going to get rejected. In fact, it's arrogant. It's arrogant to believe we will never face rejection. Stop trying to avoid it. I'm not even talking to you specifically. I'm just saying in general, for everybody. Stop trying to avoid it. And for most of you who let's say you like somebody in your life and you're not asking them out because you're afraid of the answer. 9 times, let me be careful with that number. 7 times out of 10, the answer's usually yes. The other person doesn't have all the answers. The other person is not some mastermind who's controlling every little bit of interaction here. Right? Just go see what happens. Because you know what's worse than rejection? I don't even really think these days, as I'm getting older, I don't think rejection's a bad thing anymore. I used to, in a big way. What's worse than rejection is never trying. Because then you have all the what ifs, and the what ifs will keep you so much more upset and sad and paralyzed. But if you just go for it, and they say, oh, well, no, sorry, I'm not interested. You go, okay, cool. See you later. And then you have the option of having a new friend or leaving their life. And who knows what could happen down the line. Perhaps that new friend that, I'm air quoting, rejected you, might eventually, maybe they just wanted to get you to know you a little better. Maybe they just wanted to spend a little more time with you and get to know what you're about. Or maybe they just, if they say, I only want to be your friend, believe them. Take them at that. Okay, they're not attracted to me in that way, or they're not emotionally available at this moment, or whatever. Ask yourself the question, do I want to be this person's friend? Don't do it for like an unrequited love thing, right? That's not good, because then you're lying to them. You let them know how you feel. Okay, they know how I feel. They understand the context here. And from here on out, we'll just be platonic. And if something takes off later, cool. If nothing takes off later, cool. But they know where I stand. We are not operating on a lie. So many people I speak to operate on a lie. Right? I'll just be their friend, wink, wink, and then slowly kind of, crawl in under false pretenses. That's fucked up. That's manipulative. We don't want to do that. Think of it that way. Where do I go to get a private chat session? They'll beat me to it. Yeah, just go to thelovechat.net/coaching if you want coaching. Coaching is just talking to me, just you and me, for half an hour or an hour. Yeah, Eddie, dude, you are spamming, and that is the number one way for me to never answer the question. I don't like spam. I actually, oh God, I had spam with rice the other day. It was so good. Oh, so good. How do you feel about the Zeigarnik effect and reactance in regards to getting X back? I have no idea what that is. The Zeigarnik Garnick effect. All right, let me hold up. I'm actually gonna look this up. Bear with me. Phenomenon, tendency to remember. Oh, so unfinished business. A psychological phenomena describing a tendency to remember interrupted or incompleted tasks or events more easily than tasks that have been completed. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to speak to that right now, because I need to have some time to actually look into that and read some studies on that. Yeah, I'll answer that question perhaps in a video. Remind me, Steph. Spam with rice, that's very Asian. Are you one of us? So I am from a cool little place in Asia Minor. I'll let you guys guess. So technically, if we're being very technical, yes, I am Asian. I don't look Asian, but I technically am. Let's get to some questions, eh? Is it selfish, this is from Cameron, to be annoyed about an ex not reaching out at all? Selfish? No, it's very normal, very human. Feels like it's been too long for her to want to reach out. I feel better, but have this nagging pain. I think it's very, very, very normal. You said you were Palestinian before. Correct. Ding, 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 ding. So I'm Middle Eastern. Travis, try posting your question without any numbers in it. Numbers are banned because we have people who try and... I mentioned this earlier. We have people who try and post their WhatsApp numbers like, oh, well, come pay $1,000 and I'll cast a spell to bring your ex back. I'm like, nah, we're not gonna. Nah, there's only one chat happening on this channel, and it's the love chat. You get it? You dig? All right. I'll see myself out. Oh, we got someone from Lebanon. What's going on, man? Kaif halak, habibi. Let's see. So Vivor says, so when my ex broke up with me, she knew that my stance towards breaking up is that it's always final. While not the best, my reaction was clear that it was a one-sided breakup. Does that screw no contact? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Dylan says, any advice for birthdays? Currently 5 months no contact, and she did end up reaching out to my parents in no contact for their birthdays. You know, my original stance on that used to be like, don't reach out. But I think if you can emotionally handle not receiving an answer, then it's fine. Don't try and ask, don't set a date from that, right? Don't set a date from that. Just, I'm reaching out, it's happy birthday, that's it. If you can emotionally handle that. If you can't, don't worry about it. Rory, any tips for getting into voice acting? How did you know I voice acted? Who the fuck am I kidding? Any tips for getting into voice acting? Yeah. Yes. Just trying to think about which ones would be most useful. Take voiceover classes. Research the people teaching them. Take voiceover classes. Take acting classes. Learn how to... Yeah, and even some singing classes would be good. Just hone the craft, right? And then when you have some good, some good chops, some good acting chops, some good singing chops, and the singing is really more for having a healthy voice, learning how to maintain it over long periods. Example, I talk to people about 7-8 hours a day, and at the end, my voice can be pretty tired, but I have a ritual that helps my voice not, my throat not get inflamed, things like that. Just, work on your acting, work on your singing, and then find a good spot to produce a demo. The demo, you want to work with, work with somebody, ideally a friend who's in the arts, to help you write a good script. The scripts should be no longer than 5 to 10 seconds long tops, and leave each script to be like a cliffhanger. Think of it like that. Reham, would you please do a video on blocking and unblocking? So I've done that before. So if you just go to my YouTube channel, go to the right-hand side, there's a little search icon. Click that and just type in blocked. And then all the videos I've done on blocking and unblocking will pop up. Let's see. So Chris says, Rory, should you reply to an ex who takes days to reply to texts? I wouldn't see why you're talking to your ex at all, unless it's to set a date. No contact, right? Egyptian? I thought so with your name. I thought so. Travis says, hi, Rory. It's been 6 months of no contact. I've healed a good amount, but I still do miss her. In your coaching experience, if an ex does reach out, is it usually by 6 months or so? I'm not going to answer that question because that's going to give you false hope or false doom. So I choose to give you no answer. My answer is yes. Just yes. Not yes to your question, just yes. Because I don't want it to do more damage. You understand why I'm answering this way. If I say something that gives you hope, well, that's going to harm you in the long run. If I say something that's going to give you doom, well, then you're immediately going to feel bad. So I choose to say nothing. Because I'm not a mind reader. You guys know that. Let's see. Robert Stock. He's one of the Stock boys. Can you make a video on how to get her back after taking her for granted? It's the same way, right? Say, hey, look, I want to work it out. I want to, fix things. And here's my suggested fixes for us. If you're interested, you give me a call. But I'm not going to call you every day and try and push you and corner you into doing something you don't want to do, right? Think of it like that. Does no contact work for long distance relationships? Yeah. Remember, no contact is for you. No contact is for you. We split because of the distance. However, I'm moving to her city later in the year. I would be very, 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 very careful that you're not moving to the city only for her. Be so very careful. Robbie says, happy oh, yeah. Shit, it's Happy St. Patrick's Day. Guys, everybody, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Especially, I got one from Ireland. That's exciting. Thank you. And Andy, Happy St. Paddy's Day. I totally forgot. I'll have a pint. I'll have a pint later for me boys. Who am I kidding? I'll have the whole keg. I actually don't drink, so yeah, I'll have a little bit. I'll have a little something later. The most effective way of taking someone off the pedestal? So there's a couple answers, right? One of the ways is for you to elevate yourself, right? And not through some thinking exercises, although they are helpful. Reframing is a helpful skill. But elevate yourself, right? Hard to say that I'm no good if I literally don't believe I'm no good, right? So now a version of me that was much heavier, much less well kept in terms of like my hair was shaggy, my nails weren't cut, I just wasn't like really all that attractive. And I feel comfortable saying that because it's true. It was true, and this was years ago, and I wasn't taking good care of myself. So I didn't feel good about myself. So I started addressing that, and it took time. I learned how to dress, I learned how to get some nice clothes, I hit the gym, blah, 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 and I began to like myself. I looked in the mirror, and I was like, I literally don't believe I'm no good. I look good, I feel good. I believe that if I say I'm going to do this, it will be done. I raised myself. Right? So I put myself on the pedestal. Not in an arrogant way, but in like I deserve this because I work for this way. No differently than you deserve a good grade if you work on studying. Think of it like that. Think of it like that. Advice after being cheated on. Yeah, getting cheated on sucks. Getting cheated on sucks. My advice for being cheated on, well, to recover from being cheated on. And for those of you who don't know my story, I got cheated on by an ex-fiance years ago. And that was brutal. Get a counselor. Get a counselor and talk about it often. Often, right? Because what you're dealing with is the feeling of betrayal. And betrayal is kind of, it just shakes you. It really does. So, get a counselor. And remember that just because they cheated on you says nothing about you or your worth or your ability to be loved. Yeah, getting cheated on sucks, guys. Sucks. Wouldn't recommend it. Alrighty, so I'm going to end a little early today, guys, but here is what I say to you all. Two things. A, If I didn't get to your question, please, 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 please leave it as a comment when this live stream gets posted. I will get to it. Leave it as a comment. Be nice to me. Please don't post a 1 billion page question, because there's going to be a lot of you posting. And I'm also going to do a live stream next Wednesday. I promise, a live stream next Wednesday. So leave your question down below as a comment when this video is posted, and I will answer it, not right away because I got a couple things I got to get to, but it will get answered today. And that's all. That's really it. If you like the music, go to Spotify, type in Rory versus the World. It's free. Feel free to use it in your YouTube videos or on your Twitch streams or whatever, just to listen to. You will not get hit with a copyright strike. I made this music so that you guys, whoever, can use it for free. Next Wednesday, probably at noon Eastern time. Whenever I give you guys a time, assume it's always New York City time. Okay. Love you guys. I'll talk to you all next time.